my stoner mind.
Right, so here we are. I've added about 8 places to visit. If you say, visit this place next, I can't do that because I've got a list of places to visit. Somebody said, visit France. I can't just visit France. France is massive. So please be precise with your location givings. If you give me a location, if you're precise, then I'll visit in the coming Google exploration videos. Where are we going to go today? Good question. Let me refer to my list. Right, let's have a look at this place, see what this is about. Baia Mare, Romania. Was that pronounced correctly? Baia Mare. Probably not. Baia Mare. Baia Mare. Right, so here it is. And kind of a weird shape. Kind of looks like some sort of an animal. Some sort of a very furry animal without legs. Right here we have the head. And comes down here like this. And this is one of the legs. It's been chopped off. Or maybe it's sat down. Kind of looks like maybe, what are they called? Winamp, a llama. It kind of looks like a llama, maybe something else. Either way, let's go down here. Oh, wait a minute, let's have a look and see if they've got street view. Yes, they do. Awesome. Let's go down there and we'll have a look and see what this place is about. Exploration time. And first of all, we've got this fence right here, which is an interesting looking fence. It's, ambulance. And the fence is not really interesting, that was just bollocks. Right, Nissan Micras. Okay, so they're fairly modern, which is good. Good to know. And they also have air conditioning. Is this some sort of a public building? I'm not too sure what it is. The reason I'm saying that is because if some of these houses around here had air conditioning, it would mean that this is a fairly hot country. And talking about heat, let's have a look at the weather in this country. Right, so here we have the weather for this place, and the person that suggested this place spelled the name of it wrong. Interesting. Either way, 23, and it's about the same as it is where I am. In Fahrenheit, if you're interested, 73. Povestei margi mai departe. Why do I speak in an Italian accent in this place? That's kind of funky. What is this about? So, circles with the bottoms cut off. And then these are placed on top of them. Interesting. Right, so let's continue. The ambulance seems to be following us. And they have roundabouts. And somebody's car has been leaking oil. Unless there's been some sort of a street sweeper that's gone around here. Because street sweepers tend to sort of drip water now and then. For some reason. Right, so we've got a lot of these cables and stuff going around. Interesting, not really. Nice sunny day, which is good. Okay, so these guys seem to drive on the right-hand side of the road, which is interesting. I thought most of Europe drove on the left. You learn something new every day, just about. And if you don't, then you should be, because you just should. Pension. Maybe it's some sort of a newsagent, some sort of although I don't think it is. Cafe, let's just pretend it's a cafe. Right, so the first thing I've noticed is that there's hills and the streets aren't very busy, which is kind of cool. I'll be honest, it seems like a pretty nice place. I mean, for me, I like, a bit of scenery, and there's hills and stuff in the area, which is cool. Also, by the way, I've got my window open, so if you hear any weird noises, they're coming from outside, unless they're coming from my mouth. And if they come from my mouth, I'll let you know. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. That is a convertible Escort, Ford Escort, from the 90s. Also, the houses here are pretty unique. Kind of a strange looking house, that, to be honest. Vulcanizare, I wonder what that's about. I mean, I know what vulcanizing is, vulcanization, but how does it apply to, what does it apply to? You can vulcanize rubber, for example. But anyway, moving on. Right, so let's get off the main road. Wait a minute, what car is that? That looks like a VW. It's a VW Polo. Whoa. Mesh. Never add mesh to your car. it makes it look like... Well, I'm not going to say the word, but actually I could. Poo. Poo-poo. It looks like poo-poo. Family-friendly stoner. Then again, if you are going to add mesh, make it black. Spray paint it. I don't think a lot of people add mesh to their car these days, but it used to be quite a popular thing, as well as chrome. I had a friend that added a bunch of chrome to the front of his Audi A4, and I told him it was a bit too much because, like, it was a red car as well, and everything on the front, from, like, let's pretend this is that car, so the grille, the Audi emblem obviously was chrome, and then a bunch of chrome down here. It just looked a little weird. When he sent me the picture of it, I was like, oh, you spent all day doing that? That is all I said. Right, okay, zooming out. Let's have a look and see what else there is. Wow, we ended up down here somewhere. We started off here, and we ended up down there. Alright, so first of all, let's have a look and see if they have a golf course. Because, of course, I like a golf course. And my explanation for that was given in the previous video, so if you haven't watched that, you won't know what I'm talking about. So I guess I should just explain. I live around a golf course, and I like to compare areas. So basically that. I know what we'll do. We'll do a random drop. Wait a minute, they got blue dots in the mountains. I want to check out the blue dots in the mountains. And then we'll do a random drop. Okay, right. I expected a bit more of a view, but okay, cool. Let's have a quick look at another one. Let's say this one. Okay, cool. Oh, I've got a bike. Is it a hardtail? Yes, it is. Ah, another one. This one has rear suspension. Okay, back to civilization. Random drop coming up in 3, 2, 1. And... based on the buildings, this place has a very old vibe. There's quite a few cars from the 90s, but for the most part, they're fairly modern. Tiles look a little green. Whoa, watermelons, cauliflower, and apples. Right, what is this guy doing? Can't quite tell. Maybe he's potting some plants. This might be a bag of soil. Might be a bag of potatoes, I don't know, can't really tell. Now, the buildings really do vary, don't they? So, we've got this right here. And then when you turn around, we've got this. Now, I'm assuming this is newly built, and it's nowhere near finished. When it's done, the front of it should probably look something like this. As in smooth and not like this. Okay, so this house here has quite a fancy wall and gate, which is kind of cool. What's that? Is that some sort of a fire hydrant? I'm guessing it is. Also, this house right here with a fancy gate and wall has air conditioning by LG. So it probably gets quite warm in this area then. I mean, to have air conditioning in a house, it's got to get quite warm. You see, this is the sort of thing you wouldn't expect from these smaller countries, but if you visit them, then you get to see these unique buildings, architecture, and right here you've got this one, which is a little more sort of modern looking, but you know, it's surrounded by completely different looking buildings, and that is what is cool. Well, these guys right here have a Jaguar. Not too sure about you, but I find it kind of cool to see so many different designs in one area. Right, so this one has a wooden top. I think the wooden top thing is a bit of a trend. That doesn't look wooden to me, but this one over here was. Right there. Yeah, we've even got a bit of censoring going on. There's a nice little house with a bit of a view in the background. This guy totally doesn't even care. I'm pretty sure he knows about his next door neighbour's house being censored, but he don't give a damn. This is beep beep. This is nice. This guy's got a view. Quite a nice view. However, it is right next door to this thing. right here, which is a bit of a disappointment, I guess. For a second I thought we were in like Colombia or something. Check this out. We've got this car parked outside of this very colourful house. Got a family here wondering what's going on. Relax guys, I'm just visiting. Right then, here we are on the main road. My neighbour's got one of these. It's exactly like that. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. Let's just keep moving. There's really not that much going on. Now one thing I've always found unusual are these buses. How do they keep them in line with these cables on the top? Like if the driver was to steer in the wrong direction, they would detach, wouldn't they? Wow, I just made a video public right now and I checked the time and it's 4:20. Completely by accident. And I also usually don't make videos public this late into the afternoon. And in case you're wondering, this right here was a video I made public. Wow, look at the paintwork on that. What is that about? That's an Audi. What possessed the owner of this car to do that? The Audi that my friend had that he chromed out the front of was similar to this. I think this is an A6. He had an A4. But I think it was about the same sort of age car. Do they own a shop that's a similar sort of a colour? Don't think so. And usually what people do is put mesh around the exhaust pipes around here. This doesn't have any. But looks pretty terrible to me. What word would you use to describe this paintwork? Let me know below. Also, that right there is not a real person. I do like the way they spell pharmacy. Nice and straightforward. Can you tell me what this is supposed to be? At first I thought it was some sort of a drink, but after examining it, I'm not too sure. And right here we've got some sort of a test track, so the vehicles will go around here, down these stairs, along this, and up there. So they go along that. And then this is the end of it, so Mercedes. Wait a minute. It's gone. Well, anyway, talking about gone, I think it's about time I left. It's been fun. I thought it would be a little different, but well, we'll see what the next place is like, and I have a feeling we might just be visiting America. So I guess it's bye for now, and I will see you in the next one.